Good morning and happy Monday. It's time for Dr. O's Learning Series. Today's topic is, what is bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is another mood disorder. It's somewhat similar to depression, but it's different. Bipolar disorder can be characterized by two different poles of a mood disorder. Now I want to explain to you the most common type of bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is when you will have a period of mania and depression. Now it's very interesting to note that sometimes with bipolar, you may not have the depressive episode. You may only have the manic episode. Now, the question is, what does mania look like? You could be distractible, you can be very talkative, your thoughts can race, you could be hypersexual, you could be irritable, you could spend a whole lot of money, you could have decreased need for sleep, you could sort of be like all over the place. So if you find yourself sort of faster than normal, you may need an evaluation for bipolar illness. Now, it's very, very important to recognize bipolar versus unipolar depression. Why? Because the treatments are very, very different. If you treat a person with bipolar illness like you treat a person with unipolar depression, you could get into a problem. Because sometimes if we're treating a bipolar depression like we treat a unipolar depression, we could flip the person into a manic episode. Now, what are some of the treatments for bipolar? We use mood stabilizers, some of you heard of them, like Depakote. We'll use lithium, we'll use Abilify, we'll use Lamictal, some of those things that will help to stabilize your mood. And with some of those medications, it's very important to monitor the person's actual levels. But before starting those medications, we have to get lab work and some other kind of medical workups, such as your baseline weight. I have to give you this piece of information. Bipolar is very, very serious. When you look at bipolar disorder type of depression versus major depression, bipolar has an increased incidence of suicide completion. Bipolar disorder has an increased incidence of suicide completion. Remember, in order to complete suicide, you have to have the energy to complete suicide. Now, with depressive disorder, you can have suicidal ideation, but in order to actually complete the act, there has to take a little energy. So if you need more help with this particular topic, go to www.psychiatry of Atlanta. There is learning information also at my website, and you also can make an appointment at that website. And a lot of you have been taking me up on that, and I welcome you to the practice. And if you have any questions, you can go to 404-575-4785. And once again, thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.